think we're filming. Okay. Arm day. How to effectively hit every main muscle group in your arms. So, you guys should be familiar with the anatomy of the arms by now, because you guys should be, you know, doing your due diligence while researching in the gym, I guess. I'm not much of a science-based lifter, but there is a certain extent that you need. Oh my gosh. I cannot draw an arm. Literally just showed, but boom. Arm anatomy. Shoulder, bicep, tricep, forearm. All you need to know. So, obviously, bicep, 2 parts, okay? In order to effectively train both parts, there's one part that's like mainly girth, and then one part's like peak. So, you need to effectively train both of those. I usually do some sort of, you know, the like tricep push down, the like braid attachment. Do like some sort of curl movement with that. Supinated, I think, is when it's like straight up. So like a, oh my gosh, what's it called? Hammer curl, like something like that, hammer curl, and then some sort of like straight, I don't know, pronated maybe, pronated, where your hands are like straight. That's just like how you target both of them. And then obviously for the tricep, you got that big horseshoe, right? Got the big horseshoe. So this might be wrong, don't judge. I think there's 3 heads. I don't really care about the third one though. All you need to know: long head, short head, in order for the most growth in the tricep area. In the tricep, it really does matter. You know, a lot of people they undervalue it, but the bicep, it's really hidden. In the tricep, it gives you the like, you know, just 3D effect to the arm, and that's where I see a lot of people failing. You know. A lot of people have really nice peaks on their biceps, and then their triceps are just lacking, so they look like they have really weirdly shaped arms or whatever. But you need to target both. You know, for the long head, I usually do overhead pressing movements, like an incline skull crusher or something over the head. You could even do like a sort of tricep like extension over the head. And then for the short head, this is super basic movements. This is really just the push downs. You know, you see all the science-based lifters doing it with all the crazy attachments and whatnot, but you're overcomplicating it. And then for the delt, okay, the delt, there's obviously 3 heads: the rear delt, medial, and front delt. What really matters, okay, what I've seen, is the front and rear delt, specifically the rear delt. For rear delt, if you want to target that for an isolation movement, literally just pull downs or rear delt flies like this, and just make sure you're really squeezing, like right there. That's like, that'll really give you the 3D pop to your shoulder. Medial delt, honestly, you don't really need to isolate that completely. Just any sort of shoulder press will target both the medial and the front delt. Front delt, if you're doing like any chest workout, you should be, you know, supplementing that just subconsciously. You don't really need to perfectly isolate that, but the 3D delt, or the rear delt, will really give you the 3D pop to your shoulders. And then forearms, you don't need to train those. Like, unless you have really, really lacking forearms, you don't need to train it. In just about every single movement in the gym, even if you're hitting legs, your forearms are like being, they're they're in like they're activated, and they're being worked in like every movement. It literally, like, you don't need it unless you're maybe using straps on like every movement, and now you're not getting any forearm activation. But you shouldn't need to train forearms. But the main things: long head of the tricep, short head of the tricep, both heads of the bicep, and rear delt. And that's really like, growing your arms is very simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it. You know, it's simple. You know, don't have too long of an arm day. I usually only have like 4, maybe 5 working exercises with my arm days, but you know, it's mainly just an active recovery day for me personally. But yeah, that's how you grow your arm. So go ahead. I just got new Rect pre-workout, the peach rings flavor. I am absolutely stoked to try that out for this arm day. But yeah, I'm also in the market for getting a membership to a new gym. I'm gonna try out the Bucked Up gym again. Should be good. I'm really enjoying that gym. It's more like a bodybuilder-esque gym. Talking pre-workout real quick. I literally just yesterday picked up some Rect. Shout out Rect. Peach ring flavor. And always, before every single workout, I literally just get some honey, simple sugars. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Anyway, simple sugars. Occasionally I'll do a banana and get some carbs in there, but yeah. I think just gonna do 1 scoop of the pre today, so the wrecked pre. I do not recommend dry scooping. You actually, your body doesn't like absorb it as well as it does if you drink it, you know, periodically. I would definitely recommend doing that instead of dry scooping. But I'm gonna chug this down and then we're gonna go ahead and get a anabolic arm day. Nothing more to say. Nutty, but that was the completed anabolic arm day, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. The first time taking the huge supplements wrecked was honestly great pump. I'm probably gonna have to double scoop it just because the caffeine. I'm like low-key a washed out junkie for caffeine, so I might have to double scoop specifically for the caffeine. But honestly, the honey and the pre-workout mix is just like the best stack I can imagine. I see people doing like, you know, their pre-workout creatine. I've also seen studies that if you take creatine and caffeine at the same time, it lessens the effect of both of them. So I would not recommend doing that. However, you know, I do see these people with these crazy stacks, and it's like at that point you need to go to like rehab. Okay, it's pre-workout. You shouldn't be going that crazy. But you know, hope you guys enjoyed the video. At Bucked Up, great lighting in here, but yeah, that'll be all. See you guys in the next one. See ya.